we're gonna go ahead, get the bucket off this morning, doing the equipment shuffle, hauling the Mini to a job we did the other day for a sewer line. Don't have any video of it, but haul it there and try to pack down some of the dirt, prepare for probably hauling in stone and whatever else we end up hauling in to fix the driveway. But I assume we're going to haul some stone in to make the driveway a little nicer for them so they can keep using it. So let's real quick here get this bucket off and move this blade here. And we got the noise. And doing this one-handed, I'm gonna unhook the bucket different. So do it that way because one-handed it's not the easiest. And back in here and grab this dozer blade. Get it about it here, maybe not. Booms down. This thing's a little bit challenging to hook up sometimes, especially since I have it in here at an angle to make it fit nicely. Let's see if I can do this here. Let's hands for a second. Oops. Let's see if I can grab this one. There it goes. Got it. Not very good, but I got it. That's what counts. This thing moved here out of the way. Done. Now, let's go ahead and get this excavator out of this corner here. See, somewhere is my tripod, which I don't have, so you guys are going to have to ride in the cab with me because I don't have any way to set you up outside. Gotta get fuel. Looks like I need some fuel before we leave. So I'll go ahead and get that too. Over here. Yeah. It's hopefully gonna start warming up here in the next few days and drying back out. We just got a bunch of rain yesterday, like an inch. And the driveway's already drying out because of the breeze that we had. So hopefully we'll be back out tiling in a few days. and I think this weekend is Easter, so we may end up working Easter. Let's see what the weather does, the temperature does, see if it dries back out or not. Well, I am going to get some fuel here, and I'll get back with you guys. Getting some diesel fuel. Filling up. This thing right here, it doesn't hold a whole heck of a lot of diesel fuel, but it's pretty efficient. You can get a fair amount done with it for a little bit of diesel fuel you put in it. So pretty happy with this 50G John Deere. I haven't had too many issues. We just crossed 3,000 hours, and the EGR valve went bad in it, but that was only about, I think it ended up being like less than $1,000, and that was with the dealer doing it, because I didn't have time to mess with it. And even with the EGR valve bad, we were able to keep using the machine a little bit to finish up what we were doing. Just sometimes it would derate a little bit. We had to shut it off, restart it, and then you'd be back to going. So yeah, pretty impressed with this 50G. We've been really happy with it. It does what we need it to do, and that's all you can ask for. Little breakdowns here and there. This machine, we actually bought it used at a dealer over in Columbus, Ohio, Ag Pro, which that's a whole nother story for another day. But it used to be actually a Sunbelt machine. You can see right there some of the green paint that survived. We actually had this repainted, I don't know, a couple months after we got it, maybe probably about 5 months. Then we bought the thumb. It's a tag thumb. Well, it's a tag thumb. It has a John Deere logo on it, but I'm pretty positive that's a tag thumb. And this is a tag bucket that was custom made. It is a 2-foot bucket, but it has an extra tooth on it from Tag. We made them all straight so that we can dig a flat bottom in the ditch. And we added that hook right there because we need something to hook to all the time. I'd like to have one on the back straight, but the way the angles work on this bucket, you can't do that. Plus, I love having the flat bucket. If I had this sitting flat on the ground right now, that would be pretty flat. And I think Dirt Perfect talked about that on his 120, about how he loves that straight bucket. It makes it super nice for digging flat ditches. But yeah, all in all, this machine, we've also updated the lights. These are Thomas lights, and we added 2 side ones. We added this rear one, and we added that side one, and we can get to that later, maybe do like a tour and all the stuff that we have for it. But we're gonna go ahead and get this bucket switched here to a 3-foot bucket, smooth 3-foot bucket, because we dug with that on this job, and well, we need to cut dirt out of a 3-foot ditch, so it's just easier with that smooth bucket. We can clean it up a lot easier. So we'll take this 2-foot bucket off, and we'll grab this 3-foot bucket, and we will go from there. So I'll catch back up with you when I'm taking the bucket off and show you how it works. So this one has the wedge coupler on it. So when we actually bought this machine, it actually had an old bucket, which is actually over here. I'll show you. Let's see if I can move this pile of junk that we have here. It actually had a different style coupler on it. This tag style that goes down here in the bucket. cable that goes through here and grabs on this bar and pins in right there. And I just never got around to selling that bucket. It's a 2-footer, and I actually have all the teeth for it. There's not one on there, but I actually have it. But that coupler and bucket, I've just never got around to selling. But I don't need it anymore, obviously, because I switched this to a wedge style with a deer coupler. And yeah, so let me see if I can find you a spot to sit and watch me switch buckets here. So to do this, you got to pull these little clips, these little safety clips. This keeps the wedge. It's just these little clips right here. They keep the wedge from coming off. This bolt with the fall out keeps that from falling off, letting your bucket fall off, endangering anybody below you. So yeah, and this has got just a bolt. I think this is a 30mm bolt that goes in there, and that holds that on there. Now this bucket, it's super tight, and this right here won't fall off. So I usually just take a hammer, and if you just bang it once, it falls right off. I think this bucket's just built super tight tolerance, so it doesn't go on there as far as this 3-foot bucket. And go back on. Pretty simple. Put it up in there. I like to put these little safety tabs on before I have to start the bolt, just because it's easier to get them wiggled on there, and it'll hold it on there for you, and you don't have to sit there and have to work on it hard. And I just that looks like torque spec. So that's it for that. We got that done. So now let's try to dump this water out of this bucket. There's all this water here, so let's set this stuff down here on the floorboard. I'll tilt you guys here a little bit. Sorry about that. Ugh. And go ahead and pump this. Maybe. Oh, that shit out of there. Don't need to take extra dirt to the job site. We're going to be hauling dirt away anyway. So now the long track for the trailer, which shouldn't be too bad. But I'll catch back with you when I'm loaded on the trailer and I'm chaining down. Well, we came in here to town. See, the backhoe's leaving. We actually shoveled dirt into that. We did a sewer line here, as I was telling you before. This thing was deep sewer line, and we're now going to put stone down their driveway. So we cut this all down. We packed it the best we could. It rained yesterday about an inch, so packed it way down. And we cut this all out. The real question will be, do we cut off our clean outs? at grade for the driveway. But yeah, as you can see, this was all cut out. Actually had dirt piled all the way against that house, against the neighbor's house. This is a shared driveway, and back in the day, the same builders built this house and this house, and about right after that clean out, there was a Y, or sorry, not a Y, they ran them next to each other all the way down. So we replaced the line for these people. They didn't have barely any water except for the sink in their house for 7 weeks, I think, because no one else would come do it till summer. So we made time to come do it. So it was a crazy job, but we did it. So this thing is actually now going to stay here because tomorrow we're doing gravel. So I'm going to park this right here to block the drive. And yeah, then I'm going to pack up the trailer. And I think that'll be about it for this video. We're heading home. And yeah, turned out to be a pretty nice day out. And this is turning out really well. The asphalt here is all tore up between us and the fact that is super old asphalt and barely in thin and would barely hold itself together. Didn't have much base stone underneath it or any of that. So yeah, it's a shame, but eventually this whole driveway will have to be repaved. So, but that'll be it for us, folks. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch you later. Bye. Welcome back this morning. We are gonna finish up this project. Just got here. I'm gonna put gravel down. This is where we tried to find the sewer tap originally. The city said that the sewer tap was right here. We had this sidewalk pulled up, and we tried to find it before we realized it's down the center of the drive. So now I'm getting an excavator warmed up here this morning, and we'll rake out this yard, and soon there ought to be a dump truck here with some gravel for us. So I'll touch back with you when the dump truck gets here. Well, the dump truck's here. Anyway, he's gonna pull in here, so I'm gonna get backed up out of his way, and he's gonna try to back in here, I think. He's going to, at least. Trying to walk all the way in here, save us a lot of time, hopefully. Let me get cramped out of my way, not hit this thing out behind me. He's a good enough backer to get in here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Alright, let me count off how many feet from this corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 feet. 1, 2, 6 feet out. Let me go guide him. He can't see it. Yeah, take that curve short so he can get in there. You're gonna have to come back that way a little bit more. You might as well just dump it all. You might as well just dump it all. Well, gravel's here. I tried to shoot a time lapse, but I don't think it turned out very great. But we'll see back in editing. But here's how it turned out. We were just a touch short on gravel, but we made it work. This is going to all settle out anyway, and that point will have to be moved. But started out as dirt, now it would be gravel. And yeah, I had to come back and clean out lid to a one that doesn't stick up, kind of like the one in the center of the drive over here. When we installed this, we put 2 clean outs in it. Should never have an issue right there. So. So we are over here where the water line is. This is a efficiency complex, 5 efficiencies, and yeah, so here's the meter. Way back underneath those foam things right there, that is a concrete pit. So where it connects to a water line that goes in the building. Don't ask why. I think it used to go straight to, so it's like a T. And so the reason why I'm here is because this water has been coming off this building, going down right here in this hole. But from, I could get to there and I could reach to about, I think it was here. And so we hand dug from here all the way to that concrete, all the way back to here. We had to hand dig. Yeah, you can see where the line goes, and you can see the edge of the concrete. And so yeah, we dug, and you can see this stuff is soft, but unless I rent one of those little skid steer, mini skid steers, you're gonna have to do most of it by hand. We might be able to run the mini over here. We still got the fence open, so we haven't put the fence back since we came, because we knew we were gonna have to come back and backfill. And so yeah, we had dirt actually piled all the way across the sidewalk, all the way on the other side. So all the dirt from here to there, because we had, well, nowhere to put it. Couldn't get like a dump truck in here or a dump trailer or anything. So, and you would only get one load really. I mean, there's nowhere to haul it to then bring it back, you know, to load it. So by the time you do all that, you're better off just tearing up the yard. So yeah, so that was a good job there. That one was enjoyable, to say the least. And plus the water line had busted on a Saturday, I think. So it ran all the way until Monday when we can't get in there and fix it. And I would have done it on the weekend, but I was actually gone on that weekend. So yeah, enjoyable. So now, I remember when we talked about the water line yesterday. We're back here to level this all out. So left that other job, and we're gonna load it here and level it all off. So I'll set you guys up. You know, you can just hang those on the side right there. Yeah, I know that. Okay. As long as you know it. It's a tight fit. But this is a piece of equipment, so you have to pretty much very careful because well, it's very tight. My blade barely.
If you work this a little bit, I'll be able to break it.
Yeah, I will. Once we get done, we got to fill back in there first. Barely wide enough to fit between these posts. Just kind of pay attention to what I'm doing here. And then, get in here. Let me see if I can hold you between my legs. Ain't gonna work. I need a magnet mount and I don't have one yet, so that ain't gonna work. I'll try to maybe find you a time-lapse spot you can watch.
You'll be able to.
All right, well, that went pretty good. We got her somewhat, it's pretty tacky still, but want to smooth out so we could plant it grass. And yeah, so kind of got it fixed up a little bit here in the yard. Didn't have a lot of space when we did this. This was all covered in dirt. We had to dig out from back here because there's no space here in the property. We put back the fence eventually. And yeah, so it looks nice, and they got a new water line. So we're loaded up and we're out of here. See ya.